Hey y'all, today I wanted to make a video for anyone who's been meaning to do something but they just haven't, especially if you are a new parent. So I say that specifically because it happens to me all the time, and I'm just getting a little bit more practice in being able to name it and be like, oh, there it is. And that's why a lot of my content has been around this. But anxiety, avoidance, overwhelm, the mental load, that's all related. So if there's like a lot of things that you feel like I need to do and I don't have the time, that thinking of itself like pushes us into a place of anxiety, because it's like there's not enough this, there's not enough that, I'm never gonna get to it. And if you've ever been in that caca spiral, it's hard to get out of that funk. So that's why I say like the first step is just to name it and being like, oh, there I go, like I'm going down the caca spiral of anxiety or overwhelm or frustration. Just naming it. And then 2, meeting yourself with that self-compassion and that flexibility, because then from there you can speak kindly to yourself. For example, I'm talking about scheduling a time to go visit the library with my daughter with her story time, right? I can beat myself up all day long and be like, you should have done this, like you keep wasting time, blah, 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 blah. Or I could be like, you know what? No, that's valid. I think you got a lot going on. Let's plop it somewhere in a schedule where this next week you're going to spend 30 minutes just to research that and create a plan that feels good for you, right? Which again is also related to the flexible schedule I just recently posted, and I'll keep posting more about that. But just as a little tangent, like that's again another reason why I feel like having some type of scheduling system to have blocks of like, this is my admin time, this is my research time, or this is just like my time where I figure out my priorities. I think that is really, really key. And lastly, just to tie it to the other videos I've been doing, you can use the same method, the creating a general plan that is realistic. So I'm going to go ahead with the library example. I want to visit the library once a week with my daughter. And I'm realizing that part of that process is I also need to spend some time researching what libraries are around and what do they got going on, right? Write down your why, or at least reflect on it. So for me, it's like, well, I do want to take my toddler to learn more and to connect with others, and for us to have that time outside the home. That's important for us. And then 3, track it and schedule it. Right, so I actually did that research for myself now while my daughter was napping, and now I have a good little plan of what days we're going to a library, or at least what days we're going to try to go to that library, and we'll be flexible. So I hope that was helpful, that you can take something away, but you got this.